And that matters deeply for us, especially in a day like Mother's Day, when we honor sacrificial love and unseen service and open-handed living. And I don't know if today is a fun day for you or if it's more a day of sadness or maybe some sort of a combination of both. But I wonder how you might have been blessed by your mom or the mother figures in your life. For me, I've been a little bit more reflective of late and feeling so blessed for my grandmas, my mom. I mean, they were the ones that really passed along faith to the family. As many of you know, my parents grew up in San Antonio, and here's a picture with me and my mom's mom. We called her D-Ma. I was a Seahawks fan long before they were winning Super Bowls. And my dad's mom, we called her Grandma. And here's a picture of her with my son. He looks very uncomfortable. And then we see a picture of my grandma with my family. And, I wanted to show you even a picture from back in the day when that's in San Antonio. My dad's on the right. But what was really amazing about my grandparents is she grew up in Kyle, and he grew up in San Marcos. And so I am definitely from Central Texas. In fact, we found a picture of my grandmother when she was living in a little town in the middle of nowhere called Menchaca. There she is, 100 years ago or so. And when I think of my mom, this is how I picture her. You know, it was the 80s. She had that fluffy hair. I love that smirk my dad is making in that picture. I just know the photographer said something and my dad was thinking some sarcastic thought in that moment. I could just tell. But my mom also had moments where she was not the best mom, like when she told the hairdresser to give us the same haircut that she had. I'm the one on the right. You didn't know I could grow that much hair. And actually, here's a picture with her and that same haircut. So it's not my favorite era of family photos. Things got better, as you can see a little bit later. I think I'm dressed up for, an uncle was getting married there. But you know what? I shouldn't be too hard on my mom because I actually did the same thing to my son. Every 2 years, I'd shave his head. And at the age of 10, he finally said, you know what, Dad, could you stop shaving my head every 2 years? This is what it looked like before. There's another Seahawks hat. I guess I wore that a lot. And so then when he got to be an adult, he completely rebelled and didn't cut his hair at all. Yes, and then here's one of my favorite pictures of Deborah as a mom with young kids. And, and part of what can be sad about Mother's Day, if you have raised children, is that little 3-year-old Trevi doesn't exist anymore. That little 7-year-old Caleb is long gone. Part of what's really hard about being a mom is your job is to raise them up to not need you anymore. And my grandmas, my mom, my wife, they've all helped me grow. They've helped our kids grow, but they've also helped people not even related to us grow in their faith. I mean, they weren't perfect. I mean, you saw the bold cuts, but they were faithful. My wife has been an amazing mom in large part because she's made her relationship with Jesus the priority. And just below that has been our marriage. But the way that I've seen them invest in other people, and frankly, the other mother figures in our lives that have helped us along the way, I'm forever grateful. Because so often, it's these mother figures and moms that their sacrificial love, their unseen service, their open-handed way of living. And if you're here today and you're feeling blessed because of those who've invested in you, including your mom, it's important that we continue their legacy. To much is given, much is expected. And if you're here and that hasn't been true of you, what I've found is that God can meet you in the midst of your grief and sadness, and can help us through that time of grief, and even meet those needs in a deeper way than our moms ever actually could.